There was once a boy, weak, scared and afraid. He was alone most of the time. One can say a product of the past. He lived mostly in his head, but one day, on one cold night in December in 2015, he gazed at the mirror as the mirror gazed back at him. It was then he realized he had been living as if he was dead. Slowly an old voice awakened inside of him and commanded him to change course. From that day, he immersed himself into fitness, and slowly a beast inside of him emerged. The beast could not be identified, but the changes began to reap. It was as if a man lost in a cave started to slowly see a light emerge in the rocks. The belief and confidence began to increase day by day. It was unstoppable. It seemed unshakable. Only others can gravitate towards it, but cannot emulate it. It was then in 2018 that this boy, a senior in college, struggling to graduate, decided to compete in a bodybuilding competition. To step out on stage in front of an auditorium of a crowd became as a way to emerge out of the shadows once and for all. But he was tested. Just barely graduating from computer science, he found himself in a cycle of depression. In response, he isolated himself, residing alongside his thoughts in despair. Having competed in June, while fasting for the month of Ramadan, he was broken as he took 5th place in his competition. The unshakable man has collapsed, it seemed. Embarrassed from all the events following his competition, he observed a hiatus from the gym. He then slowly began to immerse himself in the gym again, but time did not yet heal all of the wounds. It was then, in October of 2019, he received an offer letter to work in North Carolina, and very quickly accepted it. Again, this voice visited him, to tell him to pack up and move to an unknown world. In North Carolina, it was eerily quiet. For the man, he was intimidated by this expulsion of noise, but slowly the voice inside him re-emerged, stronger and louder. This time the man was commanded by the voice to ponder his past. But to ponder must mean to relive it, and that he did. He felt the pain, but this time he put his past to rest and accepted it. Following his 6 months in his abode, the time came to return back home. His return also marked the inner beast fully emerging. His eyes salivated at the tune of hard work. He was ready to carry the torch of ancient Greeks held strongly too in the sport of bodybuilding. He embraced discipline, for he knew he would rise to the pinnacle of natural bodybuilding and aesthetics. For the next 3 months, the Arabian Stallion will reach the highest of mountains. Through iron discipline and a keen will to fight, the mental will mold with the physical to display a physique unlike any other. Welcome to the Shredding Series.
Thank you.